Welcome to another episode of Music Therapy. I am John Thune, your resident mental health therapist, and today we are listening to another Renegade song, Heretic. If you like this YouTube channel, please be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share this with a friend. It means the world, helps me with the algorithm, and let's get right into it.
It's such a perfect day to be washed away. I went and sat by the shore and I counted the waves. I counted 108 reasons I want to escape, but then the reasons they crash upon the shore and they break. I don't think I've got the stamina for this anymore. I'm not sure, that's why I'm here by the shore, but I'm sure that I'm so tired of searching for messiahs, asking why must I battle this Goliath? I'm a force of nature, don't you know I'm aware of it, but I'm so very sick of feeling so very sick. I'm torn.
Wow, I love that drop right here. And this idea that life is so inescapable and that he's drowning slowly to all of these problems and worries. I'm sure we've all been there at some point in our life. But wow, what a drop here.
Waves, I counted 108 reasons I want to escape, but then the reasons they crash upon the shore and they break.
And I'm also thinking of Joe and his freckled angel, of how after Joe's suicide, he then didn't have that desire to die because he saw the ripple effect, and how Joe and his friend committing suicide can be his one true protective factor that keeps him here alive on Earth.
I don't think I've got the stamina for this anymore. I'm not sure, that's why I'm here by the shore, but I'm sure that I'm so tired of searching for messiahs, asking why must I battle this Goliath? I'm a force of nature, don't you know I'm aware of it, but I'm so very sick of feeling so very sick. I'm tortured by the gods, I guess that I'm...
Wow, so this idea that why me? Why do you have to handle me all these problems? And I always tell people that you are given these problems because you can overcome it, because you've endured harder things in the past. And this will, in 5 years, will be nothing. And you'll be grateful you overcome it because it was so much more empowering to go through something difficult than to sit idly and not go through anything at all.
Force of nature, don't you know I'm aware of it, but I'm so very sick of feeling so very sick. I'm tortured by the gods, I guess that I'm a heretic. Life keeps on shocking me, I wish that life was celibate. My problems keep on peaking like the Everest. The elephant in the room is that my room is in the elephant. Becoming evident that we make fear
That's
president. Clever. When fear trumps love, that's when the soul becomes irrelevant.
Wow, when fear trumps love, that's when my soul becomes irrelevant. Absolutely. Fear drives us to make some of the worst decisions we can ever do, whether that's lying, cheating, stealing, acting out of line with our values. And when we balance that teeter-totter of fear and love, it becomes much different. And people who are living in fear, there is hope, there is reprieve. Seek out help. But this song is such an exploration. I love his line too of being tortured by the gods, and he's a heretic because he feels like the world is castigating him and punishing him, and now he's just being absolutely punished. It kind of reminds me of penitence, or just absolutely self-disciplining himself here through his life and his Lyme's disease and his depression and his bipolar.
When fear elephant becoming evident that we make fear president. When fear trumps love, that's when the soul becomes irrelevant. When my troubles keep on mounting, I make molehills out of mountains. Roundabouts of doubt is sounding, drown my youth inside the fountain. I'm a fucking atom bomb, bitch, pouring salt into the wound. Watch me rip apart the stitch. I'm that kid, the one that life subtracted, isolated, fractured, Shakespeare reenacted, adapted for music is too sick. I'm shining like Kubrick, my method is clockwork, a full metal dude with my eyes.
His lines and lyrics here are so clever. We could go line by line and dissect this here. I love it. He says he makes mountain out of molehills, and then just keeps discussing how his mind plays tricks on him.
My troubles keep on mounting. I make molehills out of mountains. Roundabouts of doubt is sounding. Drown my youth inside the fountain. I'm a fucking atom bomb, bitch. Pouring salt into the wound. Watch me rip apart the stitch. I'm that kid.
That is so relatable in terms of mental health, is pouring salt into the wound, making it hurt more, and then ripping out the stitch. Sometimes mental health isn't linear. It can be self-harm, self-injurious behavior, and it's not rational. The emotional mind, the limbic system, is not rational, and that's why people act crazy, as colloquially put, because it is our emotional system on overdrive. And the emotional limbic system knows no time, no boundaries. It can come out whenever, as long as you have not dealt with it yet.
One that life subtracted, isolated, fractured, Shakespeare reenacted, adapted for music is too sick. I'm shining like Kubrick. My method is clockwork, a full metal dude with my eyes on the prize. Do you obey? Do you abide? What's the price of creativity? Is it losing your mind?
I love that. Oh my gosh. Do you obey? Do you abide? What's the price of creativity? Is it losing your mind? We know that artists, like the artistic type of people, really hate conformity. And this is what Ren's coming at here, because there's a trade-off. You can either be by the book, conventional jobs, working like as a clerk somewhere, being part of the machine. And nothing's wrong with that, but it's very opposite end of artistic talent. And people, it's really rare to be creative. And so if you are creative in any capacity, whether it's writing poetry or making music or even drawing, there are so many different forms of art. And if you have that creativity, don't let the world and the social system conform you to not be creative, because you need to channel that, you need to tap into that and make something beautiful. I think it's all of our jobs as people to create something beautiful in our life, whether that's your job a little better than when you left it, or family or friends, or a beautiful garden. Simplicity is amazing.
Kubrick, my method is clockwork, a full metal dude with my eyes on the prize. Do you obey? Do you abide? What's the price of creativity? Is it losing your mind and seeing?
Sometimes it is losing your mind, because artists when the revolutionaries in their current time, or when they were around, are sometimes perceived as madmen, or people who are unhinged and losing their mind. And this is the price you pay for genius sometimes, is the general population isn't going to totally agree or see eye to eye with you.
Do you abide? What's the price of creativity? Is it losing your mind and seeing patterns in the places where the patterns are defined?
I love this. He's contemplative on the peak of a mountain, surrounded by nature, walking through the forest of aspen trees. So profound, this idea that he's on this journey with himself, and he needs to figure out who he is, despite not being neurotypical, not being a normal person. And this is all so relatable, because we all struggle to find our path in life. And whether we're a heretic or a savant, or somewhere in between, like most of us, it is so crucial to create a new path in your life and not fall for whatever's in front of you. These vocals. that image at the end of Ren facing this demonic ghoul, perhaps like the heretic part of him or the part that isn't integrated well into society. Wow, and he's staring it dead in the face while he's picking oranges. He's got a hand full of oranges, and that is, wow, what a powerful image. That we have this ability to conform, and if we don't honor our true values and our true skills, then that we can ultimately become a drone that isn't aligned with who we are or what we want. And that is the most defeating, demoralizing part of being alive, is if you're living out of alignment with your values. And it's okay to be a heretic. A lot of this world isn't totally as it should be. And how do we fix it? We have to stand up for it. We have to make change and advocate for ourselves and others. And to be against the grain is hard because you're not going to be understood or accepted. And I see Ren went through this here in his journey with his suffering of Lyme's disease, with his mental health diagnoses. And he is able to make something beautiful out of it and channel it into something productive. And that is badass to me. Wow, what an amazing, thought-provoking video. Ren is so talented. If you like this music therapy episode, please like, subscribe, comment, share this with a friend. It means the world to me. And I look forward to seeing you in the next music therapy episode.